guys, it's Jen and I'm here with another video. So this video is basically my TBR for the One Readathon to Rule Them All readathon, which is going to be starting April 29th going through to May 12th. It is a 2-week readathon that is for all fantasy-based books. So I pretty much had to participate in this one because I love fantasy books, and it just seems like the perfect readathon for me. So there are 8 challenges to this readathon. The first 2 challenges are to read a fantasy by a person of color author, and also to read a book with a person of color main character. I decided to combine these two because I have the perfect book for this one, and I've really been wanting, like, I just bought this book and I really want to read it, so I figured it would fit perfectly for both of these, and there's no way that I can read 8 books in 2 weeks. Like, it's just not happening. Anyways, the book that I will be reading for those 2 challenges is Children of Blood and Bone by Tommy Adeyemi. Obviously, this main character is a person of color, and the author, Tommy Adeyemi, is also a person of color. So it is the perfect book for these 2 challenges, and I cannot wait to read this. So the third challenge is to read a fantasy novel that is under 300 pages, which is really hard to find. I don't currently have my book, but I should have it in the mail next week. And the book that I'm planning on reading is A Court of Frost and Starlight by Sarah J. Maas. It is under 300 pages. It's 200 and something. I think it's like around 250. I'm not sure. It is a novella, which is the only reason that I can fit it in for this challenge, and it is highly anticipated by me, so I'm really looking forward to reading it, and I can't wait for it to come in the mail so I can do that, because it is a book that I'm really looking forward to. Yeah, I don't have it to show you, obviously, because it's not out yet. It comes out on Tuesday, so hopefully that comes sooner rather than later. Amazon has been kind of iffy when it comes to Sarah J. Maas books in the past for me and my friends, so I don't know if it will show up during the readathon. Hopefully it does, because if not, I'm going to have to go buy it because I can't wait. Amazon being flaky all the time like they usually are with these books. Challenge number 4 is to read a book that is over 1,000 pages long, and I actually have a book over 1,000 pages long to read for the readathon, and that is Words of Radiance by Brandon Sanderson. I've already read The Way of the Kings and have actually started this, but I'm only like 100 pages in, so I'm gonna use this readathon to finish this book up because I need to read Oathbringer. It's on my shelf. I'm probably going to read that for Tome Topple, so I need to get this one done in the meantime to get ready for Tome Topple in, I think it's in June, so yeah, I'm going to try that. Challenge number 5 is to read a standalone fantasy, which was actually kind of hard for me to find a book that was on my shelves to read for this one, but I do have one, and that is The Beast is an Animal by Peter Van Arsdale. I'm not sure how to pronounce the name. Anyways, this was gifted to me a year ago, and I still haven't read it, so I'm going to use this one as my standalone because from looking on Goodreads, this is a standalone, so hopefully I can get that one read and see what it's all about, because it sounds really interesting. I just haven't picked it up because I have so many books that I have to read. Like, I have over 200 books that I have to read, so it's kind of hard to pick them all up and to get them all read. Challenge number 6 is to read a book by a non-English speaking author. I don't have one. Well, I haven't found a book for this challenge yet, so I'm going to kind of leave that one up in the air for now. I might look at Overdrive, see what I can find on there, because I will be listening to an audiobook during this week. During those 2 weeks, I just don't know what audiobook it's going to be, so I don't know, maybe I'll find something. that fits that category for that one. The next challenge number 7 is to read a book set in a non-European location. And for this one, I've picked Rebel of the Sands by Alwyn Hamilton. This one is a book that takes place in the Arabian Desert, I think. I don't know. It takes place in a desert, so it's not European for sure. It might just be a complete fantasy world, so I don't know, but it is non-European based fantasy, so it fits for this one. So the final challenge is to read a fantasy novel that has LGBTQIA representation in it, and for this one I have decided to go with Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy by Cassandra Clare. I've been wanting to read this one for a while. It is urban fantasy, so it's not complete fantasy, but it is urban fantasy. It does have that representation in it, so it works for that. I really, when I'm doing these readathons lately, I'm trying to pick as many books from my bookshelf as I possibly can because I need to get them read, and I need to like bring down my TBR a little bit. So I'm looking forward to reading this one. I'm not sure why I haven't read this yet because I've read every Cassandra Clare book that I own already. Just this one I haven't for some reason. I guess I've just been saving it for this readathon. So yeah, these are the books that I'm planning on reading during the One Readathon to Rule Them All readathon for the next 2 weeks. Hopefully I can do it because some of these books are pretty big. Obviously, like, yeah, I got some hefty reads here. I'm really looking forward to all of them. If you're participating in the readathon, let me know down below, and I'll go check out your TBR, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!